So at 11:14 this morning, Humboldt Bay Fire, Eureka Police, CHP, and City Ambulance responded to a report of an airplane accident in the area of Murray Field. En route, the witnesses stated that the best access appeared to be to the rear of Harper Motors. So the first fire units and police units responded to the rear of Harper Motors and attempt to actually put a visual on the airplane. Further information came in that access might be better through a gate into the wildlife area just to the north of Harper Motors. Two engine companies and a fish and wildlife officer and several EPD units were able to access the actual site of the plane crash, which was quite some distance from the runway. I'd say maybe 3,000 feet. What we discovered was a single engine ultralight plane. The pilot was outside of the plane, appeared to be uninjured. One of our engine companies had to physically cross the slough to access him and bring him back across. He was assessed by Humboldt Bay Fire paramedics, placed in the vehicle of the Fish and Wildlife, and transported back to Harper Motors, where he was evaluated by City Ambulance personnel. That's all I have for you right now.
Did he say what caused him to?
He didn't say, he didn't indicate anything like that. The California Highway Patrol has made the appropriate notifications to the FAA. Right now, I know Humboldt County Airport personnel are here, and other than that, the situation is pretty much over. The airplane's going to remain where it is until Humboldt County Airport personnel can assess it.
Declined medical treatment, yeah.
He did decline medical treatment from City Ambulance. Yes, that's correct.
Can you say more about the type of aircraft it was?
It was a very small aircraft, single engine, almost an ultralight type of looking aircraft. I'm not familiar with what aircraft models are, but it was basically a single seat experimental. He did state he was restrained wearing a 5-point harness and wearing all his safety equipment.
It looked like it didn't really sustain much damage from pictures that I saw.
No, from what I could tell, it didn't look like it sustained much damage at all.
What happens to the plane now?
I'm not sure. That'll be up to the Humboldt County Airport personnel to assess and deal with. Our biggest issue when we first got here was just trying to gain access, because as you know, Murray Field kind of sits in the middle of the slough here, and there's different access points depending on what side of the slough it's on. So that was the biggest thing we had to try to determine, was just how to access it, and that took some time.
Did he say where he was coming from?
No, didn't ascertain that.